Hello. A friend and former employee called me today. She's transitioning out of a job she's held for quite a while and looking at something else. She found the industry she wants to work in, but she wants to do it at a much higher level. When she called initially, she was frightened and scared. She knew she had to leave where she was working. The toxicity and the culture of that company was horrific, and she needed to leave. Terrified, however, about where to go, what to do next. And as we talked, she recognized she loves the industry she's in. It's just that particular organization where it's toxic. The leadership is very much about trying to motivate people by putting them down, figuring they'll be mad enough to do better. They'll be angry enough to make something happen. They want to prove they're good enough. And that's toxic, a toxic corporate environment. So she wanted to leave, looked at it as we were talking. She remembered, as happens pretty much always, that she received a call yesterday from somebody who's known her 20 years in the same industry, but on a far greater level, and asked to meet with her. She had dinner with him. They discussed his new project, what he's going to be doing, how he's expanding this field in the United States, and asked if she would join his team. When she called me, she said, I don't know if this is what's kicked off I need to get out of where I am because it's not working. That may have been what gave me the incentive to have the strength to leave. But simultaneously, I don't believe I'm anywhere near qualified to do what he's asking of me. I don't believe I have any of the skills. I'm terrified. And what I did is what I did often with others who are growing and changing, is when we take a risk and trust. This man is a VP of a major organization nationally. He sees in her what I see in her. However, it's not what she sees in her. And thankfully, she's a quick study that it won't take long for her to recognize. Not only does she know exactly what they're talking about, but her innovative, creative ideas can help him take his new project to the next level. It was very scary because there's always those friends in your world that are going to say, don't take a risk. Go for the sure thing. Go for that comfortable thing. Don't take a risk. You could end up out in the street again. She's not on the street. She lives in a beautiful home. She's quite comfortable. However, taking a risk to grow into a new job, which is what we all do whenever we move into a new position. Whenever we go someplace, we're growing into a new position. What is wrong with that? You grow into a position and you become better and better at it. That's what it's all about. And thankfully, by the time we finished, she's going to be joining that team. She's going to be helping create that project and make things happen. But it just made me think of so many that I've worked with in transition who are terrified of taking that risk, that they've already got 85% of what they're looking for. You may not have this particular experience, but what you are bringing to the table is massive. You can learn about that experience quickly. When that's who you are, when you're committed to growing, committed to learning, you got it. You don't need to be 100% overqualified for a position to apply for it. Take a risk on growing into what that position asks of you when you're bringing far more to the table than you're missing. You've got it. Jump in, take a risk. Look at where your heart and soul would want to go. Look at what your life purpose is about. Look at what would make you feel most alive, what would make you feel most you. And when presented with the opportunity, go for it, because you're being given a blessing that's calling you to become more and more of who you're meant to be in a way that will excite you and bring passion and aliveness back into your life. Have a great day.